A bucket of water. Some parts of the country, a bucket of water is worth some money, especially if you live in some of the drought-stricken areas that people who used to have flower beds no longer have flower beds. My should say a bucket of water is that the area that I was living in was during World War II was the Victory Gardens, and people would have wells drilled in their front yards, but they didn't have any electricity, but they had a hand pump. So when they wanted to water the garden, they filled up a bucket and a ladle and went out there and ladle the food. I mean, if it didn't rain or things like that. I mean, it's now, of course, they had rain barrels. They try to catch as much water as they can. But they say, yeah, you want to take a bath? oh, that's what the rain barrel was for. Yeah, well, you know, it's a thing. And of course, down in the west of that thing where they have drought, unless they get 3 feet of rain. That's what they used to do. And a lot of places that would have small ponds, farms would have small ponds, not for the duck and geese coming through, but for just where they can pump out water to their farm fields. Somewhere during the summer, July or August, you want to do is basically lay holes. Many, it's like in Israel, doing the drip, drip, drip on a, you lay out of holes and down a row, say a corn, and you put it out to one side and it's drip, 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 and then you take the holes and put it on the other side of the roll, and it's drip, 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 and then you do it all the way down there. They say, well, that's awful hard to do, but instead of doing the whole atmosphere with water, you're doing the drip series. And corn is not a deep-rooted plant, so that helps. But if you get something like wheat, soybeans, then you have to spread it around. And that is the thing. The aquifer is vanishing. Farmers have to drill an extra 100 feet every year to get the thing, and pretty soon it's going to go dry. Waters that were laid down 100,000 years ago is already gone. Wow. No, that's what you want to be fed. You want wheat. You want bread. You want your donuts. Yes, that's what it is. And it's around the world. Rain is falling in the wrong places. Climate change. Oops, did I say a bad thing? You can't say climate change in Florida. They will arrest you and throw you in jail. They harass you if you drive an electric car. Unless Musk builds a Tesla plant in Florida, they basically, bad person you are, bad person. You want solar cells in your thing? No, you can't do that. Ron DeSantis doesn't want that. He wants coal burning. You don't want to rely on the coal and oil. He denies there's actually fossil fuels. I guess he, if you're going to deny that, then maybe you make sure the state doesn't buy any electric vehicles, that none of your electric power is done by solar or that thing. Remove those solar cells from government buildings and schools. Yes, well, DeSantis is paid off by the coal companies. What do you expect? Donations. I want those little people giving me money. Oh yeah, mommy and daddy gives me $5 or $10 at a time. Well, yeah, But how about the person just gave you $5,000? We can't put food on their table, but they give you $5,000 to run. It's a bad thing. Oh, did I say something against Ron DeSantis? He's such a great guy. Yeah, he's a Donald Trump's. He's a climate denier. He goes through and makes speeches when a hurricane went through there and wiped out the West Coast. All these homes are smashed because 150-mile-an-hour wind went through their thing. Oh no, it never existed. Oh no. Well, of course, he has to say that he's accepting money from the coal companies. Hey, of course, Donald Trump is so far ahead of him. Unless Donald Trump dies, DeSantis says, God.